Kobbie Mainoo made Roy Keane break his own golden rule at Manchester United as Rafael Varane gives genius Sancho advice. Manchester United must have a special talent on their hands if even Roy Keane is getting carried away. The iconic former captain is equally hard-nosed with a microphone in hand as he was as a player. He helped drive immense standards during his memorable spell at Old Trafford, and there is no wonder the popular Irishman wants to see that replicated by Erik ten Hag and the current crop. United have failed in that regard for far too long now, but Mainoo is the shining light they have been waiting for. He oozed class from the first touch to his last on an injury-delayed Premier League debut against Everton, and the midfielder, only 18, has continued his remarkable ascent since. Unbelievable. I don't want to get too carried away, but I'm sure we will, said TV pundit Keane on Sky Sports after Mainoo starred on his debut. He looked like he always had time on the ball and decision-making, when to go long and when to go short. Off the ball as well. What an all-round performance. With so many players unavailable against Liverpool 11 to be exact, the teenager was thrown back into the team on Sunday afternoon and coped beyond the sky-high expectations that have been set for him. Keane is not one to dish out praise too easily. It has to be earned. Yet Mainoo has done that in the blink of an eye. Good luck to the kid. He was outstanding. It's a great start for him. Let's hope he stays injury-free and then gets a run of games for Man United because he looked like a Man United type of player. Nice and brave, a lot of courage, loved watching him. Keane will be watching as closely as anyone as Mainoo continues his exciting journey. There will be ups and a few downs along the way, no doubt, but the Stockport-born midfielder has the necessary tools in his DNA to vindicate Keane for breaking his own golden rule. In other news, Manchester United outcast Jadon Sancho should listen to Rafael Varane's honest advice. There have been more recent photos of Jadon Sancho at social events than of him playing football. Sancho has not played since August 26th, and he's been on an individual training plan since falling out with Erik ten Hag, who responded to his extraordinary outburst on social media by banishing him from the squad. It's been a great shame to see a chapter of his career the world was once at his feet wasted over something that should have been quickly quashed, but it would be foolish to underestimate egos in football. It is about a culture and every player has to match certain standards, said ten Hag 2 weeks ago. What will happen there? He knows what he has to do if he wants to return, and it is up to him. We will see what will happen. Sancho has, rather crucially, still not apologized, and that's why the stalemate with his manager has rumbled on into the winter. The player strongly believes he's not done anything wrong and he's refused to back down. Whoever Sancho is taking advice from clearly isn't qualified to provide him with counsel. His stubbornness has cost him months of his career, and it wouldn't have taken much to apologize without meaning it. The average toddler probably has more maturity than Sancho, although he is known to be a pleasant and likable person, from regularly engaging with fans to opening a pitch for kids where he grew up. However, there seems to be a lack of discipline in his life, and Nemanja Matic recently said he was regularly late to training. There have also been timekeeping issues when he's represented England and Borussia Dortmund. Sancho needs to address that to progress in his career, but an apology is all he needs to make right now. Yet it's clear that's not going to happen and that his ego is standing in the way of a resolution. Interestingly, Rafael Varane this week discussed the challenge of becoming an elite player in a lengthy post on LinkedIn, where he doesn't post often, and he spoke of the importance of controlling ego. He wrote, "As someone who has played international and Champions League football, I feel extremely lucky to have done so. I also know what is required to get here. A critical element of reaching the top level is making the right decisions for yourself. Many of these decisions stem from ego, something that for me is one of the most important things to keep control of and can give you a better mentality when used correctly. In football and in life, I have found that as long as you have a strong mindset and continue to act on it, you can reach new heights. The accolades and recognition you get are a consequence of the decisions you make. If you focus on the process and enjoy the small improvements rather than only focusing on the result, you can always achieve great things." It would be wrong to suggest a post from Varane was a subliminal message to Sancho, but sometimes the shoe fits, and it's the type of advice he should be listening to instead of refusing to apologize. Furthermore, Varane is well placed to give such advice after falling out of favor with ten Hag himself and seeing Johnny Evans start over him. Varane has started the last 2 games against Bayern Munich and Liverpool, and it would be bizarre to see him move back to the bench in the coming weeks considering his performance at Anfield. The Frenchman has shown Sancho how to react. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.